Hello, this is General Waffles of the Breakfast Brigade. This is a rank 1 hero match featuring Zagara. So, I was about mid-pick on this game. Again, I don't have the character selection, but I was mid-pick, third pick, and it is the Haunted Mine, so I wanted a character that could push lanes effectively and could teamfight effectively. They already had Sylvanas, so that's about all I really knew to work with. And I picked Zagara because I know her fairly well. I'm not the best Zagara player by any stretch, and I needed something that could be good or decent against Leoric and Sylvanas because they had both of them, and on this map, that's a pretty scary combination. And we actually have to work pretty hard to make sure they don't just roll us over with pushing. So typical of this map is you want to put 4 people in the golem lane, 1 person in the other lane, and then trade towers. However, when Sylvanas is in the game becomes stop Sylvanas. And here I just failed like 3 times to put the Hydralisk on him. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, so basically when Sylvanas is in the Haunted Mines, your game plan as a team should be stop Sylvanas. If Sylvanas is split pushing, stop her. If you have a slightly better golem than them, and Sylvanas decides to push with it, stop her. If they have a weaker golem than you, like say they only have 25 skulls and Sylvanas decides to push with it, it's probably a good idea to stop Sylvanas. She's that impactful on this map. And our team, the team's pretty knowledgeable this game. Yeah, after playing a lot of quick match, you kind of get matched with just random people that may not know the game very well. They play it really casually, and they don't think about like the actual maps and how you should play them. But in Hero League, you can normally depend on people to know what they're doing, and you should learn the maps and the strategies for the maps before you just step into Hero League. It's not like League of Legends where there's one map and you always have one strategy and you have team comps. This game you have team comps and maps, and you need to work team comps into certain maps, and sometimes some maps don't foster certain team comps. Like this map I picked Zagara because she's really, really good at pushing and holding down objectives. Anyway, our team kind of got an early start in the mines, and I don't know it went up top, but they stayed a little bit and got into a fight, and we ended up losing a couple people. So these camps are always going to give the most goals. If you can get them, go for them. However, if it's entirely unsafe, just go for the other camps. Like if you're outnumbered or something. There I got Envenomed twice. And unlike Ignite from League of Legends, it does stack. I actually didn't know that until this game, and I just was missing half my health bar. Yeah, that's pretty scary. So, because they got that numbers advantage from killing those people in the top lane, they were able to just come in here and kind of clean us up a little bit. However, we're managing to stay safe and regroup, so they're not getting a huge momentum lead on us. I go for Envenomed Spines. It's normally the best choice on Zagara, and I'm most comfortable with it. Anytime I don't pick that talent, I end up fucking up really horribly because I think that my range is different than it really is. Anyway, we catch Thrall, and he does not go down initially. Leoric overextending into us, but that's okay because he's tanky as all hell. Janos manages to scurry away, but Leoric is a sacrificial lamb for his team. And we're able to move in here and get this. They're not able to contest us because we have too much health, so they all exit the mines and start getting the mercenary camps. That's what you want to do if you get pushed out of the mines. However, I will say that the enemy team does make a crucial mistake coming up here, and I'll explain that. This, again, like I was talking about earlier, comes down to knowing the map and knowing the strategies of the map. So they did retreat to get the mercenary camps. That's the correct move. We did get a 74 skull golem, although it is the first golem, so it's not that big of a deal. Like if this were the third golem of the game, past 15 minutes, this would be a huge deal and it could be a game ender. But at this stage, it's not that big a deal. So here's the big mistake. They took their siege camp before the golems even spawned. You always, always, always want to wait for the golem to reach the gate. Or else the siege mercenaries will move beyond the gate and the enemy team can kill them. What you really want these siege minions to do is defend the golem for you. You want them to kill the golem because they do a lot of damage, especially for the first one. But here you can see they get very little value out of these, and they end up not doing anything. And so now they got to kill this golem by themselves. And we're just able to kind of catch Thrall out thanks to a beautiful combo by our Kerrigan, and just force ourselves in here. Sylvanas is defending, so this is a safe push. Leoric decided to push with the golem, possibly for the experience, and it will cost them in defending this golem. They possibly should have just all defended, because we are going to take this fort. But since it is the first golem of the game, it won't get too much farther, just because not that powerful. It is worth noting that the first golem of the game, with Sylvanas, can push all the way to the core, if you let her. If you just ignore her, she'll freeze the towers and the forts, and the golem just won't die. That's why she's so powerful on this map. But if you keep objectives controlled, she's not able to do that. We are able to take her down. She got a little bit too close, and now Jaina's in trouble, trying to get in position to attack her while not dying. This entire game, I kept thinking that we had Jaina on our team. I don't know why. Like, we have Kel'Thas, and I keep hesitating when deciding to walk into the AoE of Jaina, because sometimes I think it's the right decision when it's not. So here, team just backs out. Great decision. We got a fort on them. Our fort managed to stay alive even though Leoric was helping that push, and we do pick up that level advantage. It's only about a half level advantage at this point, but we will hit level 10 before them, and that's the important part. That's the thing that matters. So we're just splitting up a little bit, trying to push top to get those turrets out of ammo. It's too dangerous to push bottom, but we need people in bottom just to soak. And we're about to get level 10. I don't believe we make good use of it initially, but that's okay. It forces them to play more defensively until they hit level 10. And if the enemy team does hit level 10 before you, it's not game over, but you need to make sure you're not starting a team fight and they're not able to initiate on you. So Nidus Network is pretty trash on this map. I don't really like the ability overall. Devouring Maw is much better and it's much more popular. So I'm able to get Jaina and Thrall, their big assassin line, in that Maw, and I'm able to get out of there thanks to the team. And because their assassins were locked up, their front line got picked apart, and the team came in to just destroy them. Like I said, you don't want to do that. They kind of pushed into us because they thought that they had a numbers advantage, but the power of our heroics versus their non-heroics were way too strong. So now I recalled for health and mana to go into the mines. Kerrigan apparently got the wrong ult. I never really noticed throughout the game. And I'm just deciding to go into the bottom mines. The enemy team still not really in the mines. Leoric, as you saw, is taking that vision, which does absolutely nothing. We know where everyone's going to be. Sylvanas now just entering the mines. And we already have 58 skulls. They needed to get in there as fast as possible. And now I'm able to kind of come up behind and try to do some work. But without our heroics, we're getting torn apart by the enemy team with their heroics. And now it's just full on retreat mode. We already have 62 skulls, so we don't need to go any further. A little bit of help. Was able to get Kerrigan alive, but then I walk right back into Leoric and he kills me. There really wasn't much for me to do there. So now we have 62 skulls. We do have the majority, and there's no real reason for us to go and contest more skulls. It's better just to take these mercenary camps and gain a pushing objective on the map, because they'll push the opposite lane of the golem. And that's what makes a mercenary camp so strong of a pickup when the mines are active, because they help put pressure on multiple sides of the map. So they have 62 skulls. But we're already at their keep, where we still have a fort, and we can get these siege camp to help defend, and we're able to actually push down, and the team is doing really good job of grouping together and staying together. Like, I wasn't sure if we were going to defend or what we were going to do. So people start pinging, and I just decide to follow the pings. If you don't know what to do and someone's pinging, kind of go with the pings. Yeah, this is an easy way to communicate without having to type out a bunch of stuff. We do kill the siege camp, so they can't do anything. And here, oh, this is beautiful. So I get the Maw out right as the Wailing Arrow comes out. So the silence means nothing, and we just lock them all up. That was just sexy teamwork. Like, it couldn't have been timed more beautifully for everything to just line up like that. And now we're just pushing into their base. There's nothing they can do. 10 seconds till they respawn, so they will be able to respawn to defend this. The Ultralist does come out. That was the wrong ultimate. But it does a lot of work in this situation. Turns out we didn't need the Maelstrom ultimate. And as you can tell from the time of this video, this is going to be a push till the end, but there's going to be a little bit of drama. Like, it very clearly could have gone a lot worse, but people are getting the heals off where they need to, getting the crowd control off where they need to, and I'm just trying to stay safe. Because I know that I can continually put minions down on the core and they'll help push it. And I know I need to stay alive. My life is more important. Now, Kerrigan's just pushing for the core and the roaches are able to pick it up for the victory. Yeah. Good example of a team working together and knowing the map against a team that wasn't working together so well and didn't seem to know the eccentricities of the map. You know, I'll just check the stats real quick. Rank 99, I don't know why it comes up like that. So, I had pretty good damage, that's about it. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. Till next time.